Would you like to hear the second pillar after you've done your diagnosis?
Yeah,
Okay.
Why?
So the second pillar of it I see is, you need to build your protection. You need to build a protection layer with life insurance. I'm going to call it exactly what it is. But these days it's not just about death, because I've heard somebody say to me, "Oh, Balade, why does somebody else have to die for us to benefit?" I don't like that kind of account. And that really intrigued me because life insurance has gone way, 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 way forward than this. It's actually an asset class that, the IRS code actually support, because it's one class that you are taking responsibility for yourself, for your family, and for their future. So you putting that in place, it is a very solid asset class to support you. Let me tell you how it helps. It helps you with some life insurance you have today. Mm-hmm. It's not simple, you die and your family gets the money, or your beneficiary. We now have ones that build cash value.
Cash, okay.
They build cash value within them.
Yeah.
Right. They pass the health test.
So the person has, okay.
So they pass the health test. How do they pass that health test? If you get sick, you buy an insurance that has living benefits that includes, if you ever get sick, like being diagnosed these days. Do you know that how high the percentage of people getting diagnosed with terminal diseases? We live in the urban world, and unfortunately it becomes the high risk thing. And a lot of people, when you get the diagnosis, sometimes it just means a blip, and some people, a lot of people get well too, because the modern science is progressing. But imagine if you had to miss work, lose your income, to take care of your family, to take care of your health, and you have zero emergency funds to lean on. You have your assets. Let's say you even have your emergency fund. You might need to liquidate that. You might need to sort of spend all your emergency funds, liquidate your assets or your investments that you have, to say, I need to pay for my bills while I get well. So those are the things that life insurance coming with living benefits to protect. For example, let me give you a real example, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you buy a policy with a living benefit for about $1 million face amount, right? $1 million face amount. Unfortunately, the person gets diagnosed with a terminal illness. There's no, are you making income? There's no income check. I know if you want to get loan access into your account, into your home equity, I bet you have to sort of prove that you can pay it back and all that. No, you don't. You just really get your doctor's notes and all the required documentation, submit it to the insurance company, and they will pay you up to 90%.
So your doctor has to give you a note and then diagnosis information.
Well, they need to prove that this is a real thing. I mean, that is just, the reality. Anybody who's got that illness will have all of that ready to show and say, hey, this is what the diagnosis is, and you are able to access up to 90% of that policy. So tell me, somebody
will they cancel the policy when you get that access?
Let me finish this and I'll answer that question right there.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody who's really ill, right? And they have $1 million policy. They reached out to the insurance company with the diagnosis, and they got 90% into their pocket to take care of themselves. Mm-hmm. That's like a $900,000, right? Dollars that they can use, right? Yes, that means they still have how much? 100,000 still left in their policy. Unfortunately, insurance companies, they are financial services, right? They're there to make money too. They bet on so many things. They're betting that you will live long, and then you've shown them that there's a problem. Mm. So obviously you become a risk, right? So what they do is they will obviously pay you that amount, but you might not be able to get yourself an insurance again. But look at what it did for you. Imagine somebody who didn't even have that to leverage
Oh, so
at
so
all.
yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No problem.
If you after getting that money,
Mhm.
some insurance will carry you off. We'll just make sure that you don't get insurance again.
Let me explain something. Before you can get insurance they measure risks, right?
Yeah.
Before
You
you
have
can
to
even
go
get
through
it.
some
Medical,
check.
exactly. So if you're already sick, but
Mhm.
here's the thing: you got this insurance before you were sick.
Mhm.
You didn't get it when you were sick. You got it before you were sick. So you're able to now. It's now something to access when that event happens. It served its purpose, right?
Okay, so let me ask you. I don't know if you can answer this question. What about someone who have been through some medical issue before?
Mm-hmm.
Say maybe got diagnosed with cancer before, maybe years back, or maybe have some kind of heart disease, or maybe went through some surgery, and then now it's okay, doing everything. Can that history affect that individual from getting that health insurance?
So this I would
This
say
get the
life insurance.
Life insurance.
This will be case by case basis.
Yeah.
I've really had some, and I still sometimes do have some difficult cases that come to me.
Mm-hmm.
That some insurance, like if it's more recent and they need a few more years to prove that they're healthy,
Mm-hmm.
the insurance company might just make them wait, or but then there's a health factor. So here is a key point that you're making.
Mm-hmm.
You don't wait till you have that problem to get that insurance, do you?
Oh no. But what I'm just trying to say is that you don't wait. But what about maybe the person didn't know? There are a lot of people who have been through this kind of issues, and then maybe thinking, after these things, how can I? Okay, let me see if I can get health insurance.
Get in touch. Mm-hmm. Get in touch. Sometimes I have a lot of difficult kind of medical situations that we've been able to navigate. Mm-hmm. Insurance companies are getting more flexible, open. I can't say yes or no on air, like it's not possible for me to say that, but I can say categorically, don't think because you had an health issue in the past it's an automatic no. Mm-hmm. No, don't think that. You need to try. You need to try your luck to see. Try and ask the question. Let somebody take you through that position and see if you're able to really access a life insurance. It might be rated. Rated means it might be more expensive for you to get, but you never know until you try. That would be my answer to that. Yeah, folks. So if you are having some issue or you've been through some kind of difficult time before and then start thinking about getting life insurance, it's very important for you to contact her. She knows it. She knows how to answer your questions. Feel free to contact her. Come over or click the link and then send a message or comment section so that we can connect you with her, just to be able to help you answer all kinds of questions you have. Human beings, we go through all kinds of difficult times, and that shouldn't limit you from getting what you want. So folks, feel free to contact her. My name is James Amo. I'm here with Ms. Bolade Akinapo. She's so intelligent when it comes to all kinds of things and finances and all sorts of things. So feel free to come. And then bless you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, my brother James.
So this is the second. We are going to.
So we go. Yes. So to wrap up the second, that was the second. So now again, let me just reiterate: life insurance is not only valid in death. It is an asset class that passes multiple tests for you to leverage to protect yourself, your income, your health, your assets, and much more. Okay. So I just want to say that it's not just for death. People get it wrong.